everyone, I hope you had the opportunity to watch part 1 of this video, my 4-year update since leaving my job without a plan. These are the 3 P's that supported me throughout this journey. So the first P, positivity, okay, is very important when you are taking a leap of faith, when you're doing something different, when you're making change. On the back of my board, you can see it says, keep the plan in motion. And then also says, all is well. So I got to keep the plan in motion from my cousin. One day I was having a very challenging and frustrating moment about my business and trying to, with the relaunch, and it's just slowly climbing to where I desired to be. And she told me that her friend, Courtney Robinson, told her, keep the plan in motion. So when you have obstacles, you don't need to see every single thing. You just need to overcome the first obstacle, and then if something else comes, you overcome that obstacle. You keep the plan in motion. The plan is in your spirit, in your heart for a reason, and you can overcome if you keep the plan in motion. It's like the saying, winners win. You can't win if you quit or you tap out. Number 2, preparation. You want to prepare as much as possible. So if you are in a job and you desire to either go to another job or go back to school or potentially launch a business, you want to make sure that you're planning. Create an exit plan. What do you need to feel comfortable to leave? And then also, if you do have a service, start practicing marketing techniques. You might need to go to a webinar. You might need to network. You might need to get a mentor. Prepare as much as possible. I know for me, I do a lot of research for Laugh Yoga events, and also for my trainings, I do a lot of practice because I want to be more than prepared. And what I realized for me, preparation helps me feel confident. And I need to feel confident when I'm going into these spaces and places because, 1, I just like to do a good job, but also 2, I want to get invited back. And number 3, perseverance. Perseverance is so important because, again, as much excitement and joy you have about starting something new and trying something new, there will be rainy days, times where you don't feel so positive. Even me, recently, I was feeling very overwhelmed about all the things I wanted to do with my business and just the desire to get paid a certain amount of money for my services. And it really started to stress me out. And I also wasn't doing my self-care practices. So I had a meeting with myself, and in my meditation room, I checked in with myself. And I was able to cry. I cried all that anxiety and stress and fear, all that frustration and just overwhelm and brain like a tennis ball going back and forth about what you should do, what you're not doing, what you need to do. And then I was able to restore. I was able to get to the root of what it was. And again, to keep the plan in motion. And really what it was for me was, 1, I needed to rest and I needed to slow down. I needed to know, just like nature, as one of the quotes says, it doesn't hurry, but yet everything is accomplished. And I realized that this is a marathon for me, for my business. I really, I feel like I'm climbing Mount Everest. And I want it to be a long-term success. I want to branch off and do a lot of great things. So it takes me pacing myself. It takes me slowing down and also prioritizing my goals and my desires to what needs to be achieved now that will be beneficial for the long run. So I really do hope that these 3 P's will support you in your journey, whatever that journey may be, personally or professionally. Also, again, stay tuned for It Takes a Village, Stories of Inspiration from Black Women in Social Work. Can we touch and agree, all my followers, all my believers, that me and my other co-authors will be on Sherry Shepherd talking about this book, Tamron Hall and the Breakfast Club, because just writing it, I experienced deep emotions, just sharing my story, reading some of the author's stories, and it's very empowering. And I feel like it's history to have Black women come together in beautiful ways to empower others. So again, stay tuned. Also share your updates. I want to see how life has been going for you this year. And what are your true desires? Go ahead and declare. As my one friend, Jeremy Wright, would say, visualize what you want. Choose consistency over perfection. And remember, words of wisdom from Courtney Robinson, keep the plan in motion, all is well. All right, everyone, may you be well and live well.